Hey there traders, today is the 15th of February 2021 and this is your daily market update. So let's jump straight into it. I'm obviously going to be speaking about medium to short-term time frames on the daily chart, on the daily updates for those of you who are new to the program. So first of all, we're going to start out with the Bitcoin here on a daily chart and let's have a look at what we're currently seeing. So two levels that I'm definitely paying attention to the downside for potential buy targets is going to be around, let's just see here, let's get the price level, there we go. It's going to be around about 41,800 and the next level I'll be paying attention to is going to be around $38,100. So that's going to be my medium targets to the downside. If Bitcoin starts breaking down from here, I am seeing a little bit of volume coming through on the lower term time frames, like the 4-hour chart here, after breaking this potential diagonal support. So if we continue to the downside and we break below this channel, we can see right here, we've been building up this channel over the last couple of months, since mid to end of January. So it's about a month of basically forming an upward sloping channel. So if we break this channel, and you can see how beautifully it lines up with the 55 exponential, and we break this to the downside, we can technically speaking have a measured move back down. So let's look at that measured move. We're basically going from the bottom of the channel to the top of the channel like that. So if we had a measured move and we broke out from, let's say, where we are right now, that's why my medium term target is lining up with some technicals around $38,108. So that's going to be a significant level where I personally would be happy to start buying into my longer term positions. Remember from yesterday, just go and watch that video so that you can understand, or the video is still being posted, I think, so that you can understand the longer term portfolio management and how I'm going to be leveraging or dollar cost averaging my way into the market for my longer term positions. So every Sunday, expect a weekly market update, and then obviously Monday till Friday, you can expect these daily ones. Okay, so Bitcoin, that's the target to the downside. We do have some upside potential here for Bitcoin. So if we do see it break back above this previous level of support, then we will just adjust the support and we will still have a measured move from this potential pattern all the way up to around about 55K. So if you remember, I've been speaking about 55K way before we even got up here. So I do expect, if we do bounce from here for Bitcoin short term, I expect a $50,000 to $55,000 to be hit fairly quickly. So that could happen today. So keep an eye out. This could be a trade signal. Things are starting to line up. The other thing is I would be interested in buying this short term level around 44,400. Let's call it that. Or 600, 44,600. I'll be happy to buy that. That's the bottom side of the channel. It's also lining up with the 55 exponential. I like the confluence there. It will be a little bit of a higher risk trade, but we'll keep a nice little stop loss on it, and we'll use proper risk management to see if the market bounces from this point, then this would have been a fake breakdown, and this would have just been a liquidity hunt to the downside before they push price higher. So I'm keeping an eye on Bitcoin today. Most of these other coins are also lining up for some decent trades. So here's Ethereum. I would have loved to be awake, 4 a.m. this morning, 6 a.m. this morning, and caught this trade. I was awake, but I was not in front of the charts by then. So I would have wanted to buy $630 for Bitcoin Cash here, but that's okay. We might have a second entry if it comes back down, and a second chance for entry. The next level I would love to buy short term and medium term is 554. So let's call it 555. That's why I would love to buy some Bitcoin Cash for another medium swing to the upside. We'll be taking profits all the way back up, so I still do expect, as you will see from the longer term price update or market update, the weekly market update, I am getting a little bit bearish on the market. I do think that we are starting to see some signs of the crypto market topping out. So I am expecting some more downwards movements coming into the next couple of weeks. Momentum oscillators are exhausted on the higher time frames, and usually that's when we see medium to longer term tops or bottoms in the market. So I do expect this price to come back down here. We'll buy it and we'll see if we can squeeze some profits out of it. If we lose this trade, we will buy again at 555 for Bitcoin Cash. To the same token, I do want to say this: if Bitcoin Cash does break above, let's call it $730, I'd be happy to buy this position as well and manage my risk from there. Let me just put in these price levels again so that you are aware of them. There they are, 630 and 551. You can call it 555. I believe the algos will probably front run this area, so I'd rather go for the 55 exponential around 555. So keep it at 555. Then let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum looking like a nice buy opportunity here as we speak. So we'll see how this candle closes in about 40 minutes from now, and then I'll post the signal. This looks like a nice little buy opportunity, at least back up to 1,835. So potentially we will be buying around $1,750 per Ethereum. If we do lose this trade and we break down, I'll be happy to short it back down and take another buy position around 1,568. So same with all the other cryptos. I didn't mention this. If I see that we're going to be breaking down, we will be shorting. So we will be taking some positions to the downside. And then once we get to the targets to the downside, we'll be buying again. So we're going to try and catch as much of these moves as possible. So Ethereum looking good. If we miss this trade and it starts bouncing before 10 o'clock comes, then we'll just buy in up here once we break this previous swing high. So for Chainlink as well, looking like a possible opportunity here. I want to see Chainlink close above this liquidity zone first though, before I get overly bullish on it. It does look fantastic, to be honest. Chainlink is outperforming most of the other cryptos. It's a very powerful coin and I do like it. I would have actually loved to have bought this $28 level. Unfortunately, again, I wasn't in front of the charts at that time. But still another buy opportunity coming our way for Chainlink here. I do like the volume. I do like the fact that it pushed higher and it did not close on a lower low. So I do like that. I think this is potentially another higher low and we could go back up to sweep the highs. So short-term bullish, definitely on Chainlink. Let me just talk about these levels again. If we do make it back down here, I'd love to buy $28, 28.78. And if we do close above 32.25, I'd love to buy anyway and manage my risk from that position. Let's talk about Ripple. Ripple looking like a bounce here. We definitely did not get in on this trade. But if Ripple does close on some decent volume back up again above this previous level here, I'd be happy to buy Ripple then. I don't want to buy from this position. I don't feel like my risk management would be up to par with my strategy. So if it does make it back down to 0.515, I would love to buy there as well. So I'm going to keep an alert here for myself. If Ripple makes it back down there today, I'd love to buy some there. So that's basically it. If Ripple breaks below that, I'd love to open a short position back down to 42 cents. I think that would be the next obvious level to keep an eye on. It also lines up with the 200 exponential moving average. So Ripple looking pretty bullish here. I have to admit, I do think we're probably going to be buying around 65 cents, but don't rush into the position. You need to take positions in the market when all your rules are met and don't take them emotionally. If you buy now with fear of missing out, you will get wrecked eventually. Maybe not with this trade or today, but the future will kick your bum. The market is not to be played with, right? So I just want to make that clear. Don't buy right now because I said it could go up to 65. Buy when the rules tell us to buy. Okay, we don't trade my opinion, we trade the charts, we trade the facts. So Litecoin, let's talk about Litecoin. Another beautiful bounce here for Litecoin. I would have loved to buy the 55 exponential again at 187, but we didn't get that. So for Litecoin, any break above this liquid zone right here would be an obvious buy for me. Any kind of pullback back down to 196, it's going to be an obvious buy for me. And then of course 185.76 is going to be another probable buy for me. If we break below 185, that's when I become short-term bearish here. I would expect a move back down to these previous highs and market structures around what is that? 164, 165. So we'll be shorting it, of course, back down to that level if we do see that the market has turned. But for now, I'm still short-term bullish on this. I do think we'll sweep the highs again. Most of these cryptos are not going to go down without a fight. Uni, I love this setup. I have to say, I do love this setup. In fact, Uni, as soon as it closes above this liquid zone, I'm going to be buying it quite aggressively. If it breaks below this liquid zone again, we will short Uni and we will buy at $17.53. If it breaks above this level, then we will buy as well. So definitely short-term bullish on this one still. I don't like the fact that we did close a 4-hour candle below this swing low. So more than likely going to come back down to sweep the lows here for Uni. But I might be talking again from just personal opinion, and we don't trade that, right? So let's be patient. Let's see what the market wants to bring us. If it's a possible short-term short opportunity, I'd love to short it as well. So any kind of 4-hour candle close below this liquid zone, I would expect a short-term pullback even further down to $17.53. So let's see. I like this setup. I really have to say, I do like this one. This is more of an obvious trade for me, and I'd love to risk some money on this one as soon as we can. So if we see a buy opportunity in short, just quickly once again, I'd love to buy up here, but I do think this is looking short-term bearish Uni. So it's doing the exact opposite of some of the other coins. I think we're going to come back down to 17.53. So let's see. Neo looking powerful as ever. Also another very beautiful buy opportunity as we speak. So a lot of buys coming through at the moment. If we close this 4-hour candle above 42.691 by 10 o'clock, so in 33 minutes, I'm going to be buying it. Definitely expect another move up as high as $46.13. But if we can make it back down here, I would actually love to buy these two levels, around $39 and around $36. I would love those levels. Let's just complete this liquid zone here. We have another liquid zone right up here, and that would be my target actually. So if we do close above that liquid zone, I would still be bullish and expect another extension to the upside. Neo looking pretty good here. In fact, I think we're probably going to buy that one. BNB, kind of just consolidating here, nothing really to talk about. I think BNB is setting up for another push to the upside. This does look like an ascending triangle, equal highs, higher lows. Volume signature seems to be agreeing with us, as well as momentum oscillators. So I think this is setting up for another move. To be quite honest, I don't think this rally is over just yet. And as long as we remain above this support level, this diagonal support, I believe we could see a further extension to the upside. So let's see what the measured move would be on that. The measured move would be, if we break out from here, would probably be around 176.41. So I'm just going to put in a horizontal there just to keep that area in mind. As soon as we break out, I would love to buy BNB around that level if it breaks out. But for now, I wouldn't want to buy this level down here or this level. Actually, I would love to buy this level. This is a significant level from the daily chart. So $98, you know, it's going to be a good buy for me. And then, of course, the next level to pay attention to is 75. But That's way more than short term. Okay. So Monero as well, looking like a pretty decent buy opportunity here. I love this level. I like this level short term. I do think Monero could possibly come back up and sweep the highs. So if Monero closes a 4-hour candle above our little liquid zone here by 10 a.m. this morning, above 216, let's call it 216, I would expect another move back up to around about 242. But if we close below this liquid zone around about 209, I would expect a further extension back down to 190. So if that happens, we'll be shorting Monero as well. But I think this one again is short-term bullish. So let's just go through the charts one more time. Monero, I think short-term bullish, at least back up to 245, 244. BNB, I think short-term bullish, at least another extension, in fact, up to 177. For Neo, I'm thinking buy, buy, buy. At least another extension back up to sweep the highs around 46. Uni is a little bit more bearish in my opinion here. I think Uni is probably going to come back down to 17.53. I'd love to take a short position as soon as we close a 4-hour candle below $19. Or I would love to still buy this potentially if it closes a 4-hour candle above $20. Litecoin, still looking pretty good here. I would love to buy around 196 if we can make it that low again somehow today. Or the next level would be 185. If we break below that, that's my next level to buy. As well as if we break above 212, I'd be happy to buy at least for another extension back up to 230. Ripple looking very good, very healthy here. I love this bounce. I wish I could have bought this bounce. If it somehow makes it back down to 0.515, I'd love to take a position from here. I think we have at least another move back up to about 65 cents for Ripple. But if it closes above 66 cents, I do think we'll have an extension back up to 81 cents. I almost said dollars there. Okay, Link looking, I have to say Link does look a little bit short-term bearish more than some of the other coins. Link, I'm kind of neutral here. I wouldn't want to take a position too quickly unless we do close a 4-hour candle above our liquid zone at 32.25. But I would actually love to buy 28.78. That's the two levels for Link. That's why I'm going to leave that. So Ethereum looking pretty good here. I think this is going to be an immediate buy for us as well. I definitely would love to manage my risk from this position. Stop loss just below the liquid zone, entry, target at least back up to sweep the highs. So Ethereum short-term bullish here. Bitcoin Cash, if we can make it back down to 628, I'd love to buy. If not, if we make it above 730, I'd love to buy as well, at least for another extension as much as these previous legs. So you can see these legs are more or less the same size. Every single one of them, some of them a little bit longer than the others, some of them, but they're generally more or less the same size, as you can see. So we can expect at least another measured move back up from this level. Let's say around $800, I would say. The next even number, let's call it $800 for Bitcoin Cash, would be my next target. So that's definitely a level that I'm going to be paying attention to buy for Bitcoin Cash, as well as 630, let's call it that. Bitcoin looking a little bit like it could go both ways. Yeah, I'm kind of bullish and bearish on Bitcoin at the same time. I would love to get a position around 44,870. I think that would be a wonderful position to manage some risk from. I would not be bearish on Bitcoin unless we break this channel and we break below the 55 exponential. That's when I would confirm that this trend has broken, but not reversed yet. The only time I would look at Bitcoin as reversing the trend is if it does close a 4-hour candle below $43,200. That's the only time I would be flipping short-term bearish. Then we'll be taking some short positions, of course, all the way back down to 38,100 is more or less where I would think we'll see some support. and then 54,300, let's call it 54,000 to 55,000 is my next level of interest here from this measured move, from this potential rising wedge that could still break out to the upside. So I'm definitely paying attention to both sides here for Bitcoin. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.